pretty normal family in a lot of ways. What brought me to family service was that even though anybody who knows me will tell you what a nice guy I am, for whatever reason, my boys, out of all the people in the world, sometimes got the worst of me. Came in with low expectations, honestly. I thought, I'm going to come in here and I will have heard probably almost everything that they will say. It'll be stuff that I know, and I did not expect to get a lot out of it. But at the same time, I thought, well, give it a shot and see where it goes. And it very much exceeded expectations. I found that there was stuff that was useful to me, and even though a lot of the principles that are talked about in the class were familiar to me, still there's a difference between having talked about it and really understanding it and applying it. And a lot of the principles that I already believed in, I got to do some hard work on. Been now a year since I came into Project Restore, and my big lesson for the year was that there are things that you can control and things you can't. And you can't control what anybody else is doing around you or doing to you or doing in your life. You can't control many times your circumstances, but what you always have control over is how you react to them. And you have control over what things you are doing, what kinds of actions you're taking. And if they're positive actions, it's going to lead you to good places, and you'll grow. You'll be a better person. And I never thought that I was a bad person. Looking back, I still don't think I was a bad person. But I had some things I needed to address. And I'm better now than I was. And I hope I will keep getting better.
I grew up with a family of 4 brothers, 1 sister. And pretty tough life I have with my family, because I come with a family where Mexico has a different customs and stuff like that, but I never agree with that, because I feel like my life with my father always spent a big mistake. Not a big mistake, what I mean with a big mistake is he don't know how to lead his life or his kids or whatever. It's because he always told me to be tough with my mom or with my sisters or with a woman. I never agreed with that, because I thought that was not the right way to treat a woman. Not even a woman, a lady, because I always grew up with that thing in my mind, that you have to be tough and you have to always show up. They have to respect you. And until I start to thinking about changing, taking some programs or something like that, because I think that's not the way that we're supposed to live our lives. Maybe you don't lose nothing with trying, like you can try whatever, if you, maybe sometimes you feel like you're missing something in your life. This is the time where you have to try something different. Maybe it's gonna make a big difference for you when maybe you think, no, my life is perfect. It's not such a thing. Sometimes you're missing something. Sometimes you never understand or never realize what's going on in your life until you really in big trouble. You know what I'm saying? And when you never realize until you have a big problems with your family, or when you go to the jail or you get arrested, sometimes you say, I don't need that stuff, but you really, I think everybody else do it. I mean, everybody else need it, because sometimes you might think your life is perfect, but it's not. Maybe you need a little help sometimes. I met my wife right now, and when I first met her, I feel like she was the woman I want to spend the rest of the life with her, and I don't believe that I can picture my life without her. It's a big thing. I really love her, and that's the main reason why I'm taking classes, and I take whatever it takes to just be a better person.
For 43 years of my life, I've been in an abusive situation. I grew up that way. I married into that. Just a lot of things that I would have never done when I was in the abusive. I had no motivation. Everything inside me was gone. All the stuff that I had hopes and dreams for, I couldn't dream anymore. And a lot of the reasons I left really wasn't because of me. It was because of my 6-year-old daughter, because I knew that things, if they weren't going to change, they were only going to get worse. This group here has changed my life more than I can. It has turned around a lot of the negative things that I thought into very much positive things. And when I start thinking negative things, the positive turns. For some reason, I did that for a week. And it just, every time I start thinking negative things, I don't hardly even do that anymore. I was scared because I knew, a lot of abused women, we don't like change. It's a comfort zone to stay where you're at. It's scary going out there because we don't know. It's like you guys say, you don't know. Well, we don't know either. We don't know what it's like to live good lives. We don't know what it's like to have people say you're good and not say you're bad. And to have compliments and be sincere about taking them in the right way. And one of the other best things that's happened to me is seeing the therapist here. That has changed my life considerably. To have somebody tell me that I'm worth something and I don't deserve to be that way and I don't deserve to live like that and you deserve more. I've heard you deserve more in the last 6 to 8 months than I've heard my whole entire life. This is the first time in my life that I've been totally free.